I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the...
Who is this Big G?
I guess I should start at the beginning. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends. Inseparable, really. I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. How would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an evil spirit?
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this matter. And in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces a handful of times.
But are you sure there's no danger?
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought...
Wang Hill, childhood friends? Seems like we're out of leads.
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Luo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like something's staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I felt ill. I think that...
Say no more.
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell, and if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh and bone. The symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill?
Hold your horses, both of you.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right?
All right. Don't panic. However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable location, and we need to make some preparations. Come with me, my trusty assistants.
I guess...
Help him make the preparations first. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this...
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go. Ritual at all. Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? You saw those too. One thinks he's been cursed. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like that, and the best way to do that is to make a great show of
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer... Why would you ask? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone...
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead of exacerbating it. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh, but...
Makes sense.
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. That resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric, the plague took the lives of many, which only for... Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it.
Paimon didn't see that coming.
Yes. Anyway, it took many years. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of... So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real, or it would incite panic. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. Ah, you're finally here! Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil, but don't worry. The Traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Oh, right. I forgot.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean... All right, let's get down to business.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
I'm going in!
Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Give me some space. I'm counting on you! Excuse me?
Let's light it up!
Give me some space.
Let's light it up!
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help.
Great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you. You've been pranked! This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse...
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick?
How unexpected.
I also didn't
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. So I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions in the future. Human life is short.
Wow.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't big, since we are done with the matter at hand.
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you.
This is Big G?
Well, he is a spirit.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Off we go! Huh?
way ahead of you. Excuse me?
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now for
This explanation...
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
don't ever...
I just wanted to check up on my friends. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from...
It must have been poor Lo Chung that he followed. Maybe...
I was...
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng...
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction.
So, all of this was just because you... Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or...
It's too high for...
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't... You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around, I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my profession.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends.
Well... Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with the...
They're all friends. Can't we just go...
Let's not...
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsake.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares.
Freeze!
Huh?
You. Sorry, I won't be needing. Yes. I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, but he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. Just, theoretically speaking. We're just...
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite meal was extra spicy Jueyun chili. I can make it for you, if you... I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor.
Deal! Just give us a minute.
Jueyun chilies are a... Great. This should be enough. I'll get started on the Jueyun chili chicken. I guess you've got other folks to track down when everyone's ready.
Great! See you... how did he...
Take cover!
What should I try this time?
Adventure time!
Behind you!